From DeSoto Parish, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Cade Brumley is here. Dr. Cade, how have you been? It's been a while.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. We haven't talked in a few months. Thanks for having me.
It's the school year. You've been busy. The scores are in. And I guess once again, DeSoto has done pretty darn well. Fill us in. Tell us the mad haps, as Erin might say.
Yeah, we're real humbled by the scores, but we're not surprised. Our students have just shown the state and the world what we already knew, and that's how impressive they are. Just to put it in perspective, we are once again an A-rated system. We have a school performance score, district performance score of around a 103. In 2010, we were the 45th ranked system in the state of Louisiana on academic performance out of about 70 systems. And this year, with these numbers, we finally cracked the top 10, and we're the 9th ranked system in the state of Louisiana. So we're really excited about breaking the top 10.
The graduation rate is 95% in DeSoto Parish. That has to be among the highest in the state.
Yes, ma'am. We're real proud about that. I remember a few years back, our cohort graduation rate was 79%. And I remember very specifically giving a speech and telling people that just was not acceptable. And we promised our community we'd do something about that. And over the course of, the last few years, we've put in place structures in order to improve that, take accountability for every single child and usher them towards graduation. And so we've been able to do that. Our goal, of course, is 100% of kids who start with us as ninth graders 4 years later walk across the stage with a diploma that means something.
So if you get to be an educational consultant, if somebody calls you in and says, Dr. Cade, show us how you did it in 5, 3, 1 bullet, what would you tell them?
Well, there is no silver bullet, but we have been blessed, and I appreciate you letting me tell this story over the years. But we have a strategy that we believe in. We provide the support to our teachers and students to help them achieve the vision that we've set forth, and we hold everybody accountable, including myself. No one can hide in our system. You've got to come to work every day and do the job that you're expected to do, and we're going to hold you accountable at the end.
Room for improvement in DeSoto. What would you point to? What you're going to work on now after sorting through this massive dump of information you get?
Document dump.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. We still are not performing where we'd like to perform on the ACT. Historically, our district has performed poorly on the ACT, and so we're trying to get that up. We're trying to pull a few additional levers there. If you can get those ACT scores up, it means less remedial courses at college. It means more scholarships. It means greater acceptance rates. So we are really concerned about that and working to improve that. And we've improved it over the last few years, but we still want it to go higher.
Dr. Cade, this grading on the curve thing that's going to end, how exactly does that work? Can you explain it to us in about 90 seconds where I can understand it? They're going to end it. This is the last year for that. And how will it affect schools, specifically those in DeSoto, or will it?
Yeah, there will be major changes in district performance and school performance scores over the state the next time results come out next year at this time. The grading system, which is already one of the toughest in the nation, will get tougher. So essentially, for an A school to be an A school moving forward, basically every kid in the school has to score mastery on every single standardized test. You have to have graduation rates that are tremendous, ACT rates that are tremendous, et cetera. We have worked as a superintendent's association over the last few months to not shift the direction that the state was going on that, but the degree of implementation so that we could phase some of that in. But what you will see next year when results come out, we predict would be lower scores throughout the entire state.
So how did this grading on the curve for every school in the state system get to be put in place in the first place, and why?
Yeah, what they did a few years back when they went to more aggressive standards, they said, well, we'll just grade on a curve for a couple of years until we can phase this thing in. And so that's kind of what happened over the last few years, and so that goes away, but simultaneously the index values given to the various tests and ACTs and graduation rates that's about to get much more strenuous. And so you'll clearly see that when results come out next year at this time, you'll have a significantly greater number of F schools and a significantly less number of A schools.
Let me get to one example. You had no D or F schools, but I'm looking at, just for example, Mansfield Elementary is a C-rated school. It has improved considerably from last year, where it was a D. What do you do? What does the superintendent do because that's what you want to focus on, I guess. You want to improve that school and the schools that need a little help. What are some specifics you can tell us you will be doing?
Yeah, well, thanks for mentioning that. Shout out to Mansfield Elementary. They improved tremendously, something like I think like a 15-point jump this year. We are focused on early literacy skills and early numeracy skills at that school, unlike ever before, and we're trying to integrate our STEM efforts, which are science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, as early as possible at that school. Not one of the major challenges that we face, and as I've said for some time, the greatest educational challenge that we will face in our generation, in my opinion, is this 0 to 5. In DeSoto Parish, over half of our students come to us not kindergarten ready. That means they can't count to 10. They don't know the difference in their colors. They don't have basic reasoning skills. And so what we're trying to do is work with community outreach, work with faith-based partners, community organizations, so that our communities within the parish really try to take ownership for this issue in 0 to 5, because so much of the brain develops before children even come to us.